Hello, I'm Sean Lean. I'm the President of the Legislative Council in the Victorian Parliament, and I'm here to give an update of this week's sitting. This week's sitting, at the start of the sitting, the Leader of the Government, Jacqueline Symes, announced changes to Minister's portfolio, so the House knows which Minister are questioned. And also the Leader of Opposition, Georgie Crozier, announced different shadow portfolio responsibilities for different people in her caucus. As far as legislation this week, the Bail Amendment Bill 2023 was debated and actually passed with government amendments. So the government amended the bill as it in between travelling from the Assembly to the Council. So that passed with those amendments. And the other piece of legislation which was debated was the Justice Legislation Amendment Bill 2023. That was quite a comprehensive bill. It did go through a committee stage as well, but that eventually passed without any amendments. Other issues that were debated in the Legislative Council this week was around government spending integrity. There was a committee referral on climate resilience and public drunken laws. There was also a couple of private members' bills that were read in. One was around solar power facilities and another one around rent freeze and caps. Outside of this chamber, there was a lot going on in Queen's Hall and other function rooms at the Parliament. One thing that I think was fantastic, that was what's called the Women's Health in the House 2023, where the Victorian Women's Health Services Networks held an event to celebrate and recognise the fantastic work that they do in the area of women's health. Also at Parliament this week, the This Girl Can program, which is sponsored by Vic Health, was launched here. Is about empowering women to feel comfortable within their bodies in public spaces. In 2022, 1 million women across Victoria were inspired by this program to do an additional, over an hour a week of exercise as a result of this campaign. The three Melbourne A-League clubs had an event in the evening, and one of the evenings this sitting week, Melbourne Victory, Melbourne City and Western United, as far as obviously their competition starts in a week or so's time. It's good to have conversations with those particular A-League clubs. They actually do a lot in the community with refugee groups, disability groups, young people. So yeah, it was good to hear from them and hear about the great work they do off the pitch. Next sitting week, there's some bills that came across in the Assembly that are to be debated in this chamber. The Education Training Reform Amendment Land Powers Bill 2023, the Summary Offences Amendment Nazi Salute Prohibition Bill 2023, 000 Bill 2023. So I'll be back after that sitting week in a couple of weeks' time to give you an update about how those bills travelled through this chamber and any other issue.